If you actually try, and you actually want it, and you're actually not making excuses, lying, talking shit, you're gonna get what you want.
But nobody is gonna come to your bed, drag you out of bed, fucking drag you to a job, force you to work hard, go and get you a hot bitch and go and buy you a Ferrari. Nobody is going to do that for you. You are never gonna have any of the things you want if you do not get them yourself. Nobody cares about you enough to do it for you. This is absolutely true.
From your perspective, what keeps people broke in today's world?
Scrolling, watching other people live their life versus getting it after themselves.
I think the universe is absolutely and utterly giving. I've never seen anybody dedicate themselves to something completely and fail. There's a fire inside of you that makes you want to achieve more than the norm. Contentment is absolutely an enemy. If you're content with a normal life, you're going to end up with a normal life. If you're content with having a normal life, you're gonna end up with a normal life. If you're not content with a normal life, you're gonna end up with something else. And that's a choice you have to make. I was never content with an average life. I knew the only way I'd be happy is if I was rich enough to do whatever I wanted. Being constrained by finances or being constrained by a job I had to turn up at was never gonna allow me to be happy.
So you want to be normal. So you just want to be like everybody else that roams the world, not knowing the power that's in them. Being fine with being mediocre. You want to go back to who you were, huh, David? I'm like, fuck that, man.
No one else is gonna come along and say, I'm gonna concentrate my effort on fixing your life. Nobody. You have to understand you are out here alone, absolutely alone.
I see a whole bunch of people walking around out here who have no idea how talented they truly are. Now I'm talking about talent, like some God-given ability. Talent that sometimes you have to hone, you have to work on, and you have to harness yourself. And they just walk around just on their phones, just clueless to how powerful they are.
Stay small enough, long enough, you'll be big enough soon enough. That means keep the expenses low whenever the money is high. Don't be in a rush to actually get the coloring and all the jewelry and everything like that. I was making $30,000 a month with about $3,000 or $4,000 overhead. It wasn't until I had millions saved where I was forced to go from a Kia Optima to a Maserati. In that same year, that's when I bought this cash.
The only person who gives a shit about your life truly is you. And if you don't give a shit, then you're fucked.
What was the deepest life quote that you've ever heard?
I'll see you at the top because the bottom is too crowded, but we never look down on anybody unless we're willing to help them up. More importantly, understand this, believing that you can is way more profitable than believing that you can't.
You got amazing advice, sir.
Appreciate it, bro.
Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate you, man. Appreciate that.